graduation for the class of 1997. It's been a great and glorious year, and it's been a great and glorious 3 years. Raise the ruckus. Class of 1997, raise the ruckus, baby!
Hi, I'm senior class, most spirited. I'm Reina Moreno.
What's up? I'm Seven.
Oh, we're here!
97.
Hi! You might get in trouble for these, but that's alright, because it's cool. Everybody has it. All of the cool people actually. No, we Hi!
Mommy graduated.
Yes. Just follow your partner. Oh. Green, gold, the upside. It's on this side.
All right. I'm not talking about my class. I'm sorry.
Hi.
97, number 1. Yeah, you know what's up, right? Any graduates, it's all good.
Hi. I'm gonna miss you guys.
Hello. Cobain signing off. That is good, dude. Yeah. Boy, I'm all over it. Where's this little guy?
We did it. We're out of here. Finally.
What's the after party start? Graduated 97.
Finally.
Graduated. No, I'm not gonna be there. If I get on camera, I'm gonna be there. But I have much love for everyone that's gonna be there. Hey, everybody, hi, Mom. Hi, Dad.
I'm graduating today. Can you believe it? Me too.
Man, I'm gonna cry because I'm gonna miss these things.
Check it out.
What's up, class of 97, Valencia High School?
What's up? 97 rules. There's like a big ass bird.
Yeah, 97.
Made a lot of
97.
Number 1, baby. Almost out of here. Hey, I'm out. He's cool. You can come on here. Yeah.
We finally made it. We're done. Yay! Jen! Hi!
What's up?
Hi!
97. after this.
Yeah.
Very hot. Very hot. Like last dance, whatever.
What's up? Class 97.
What's up, man? Hey! ¿Qué pasa, man? Hey, get right here, man.
Are you taping?
Are you taping?
What's up, Valencia? 97.
Hey, man, you know this.
Thank you so very much. Congratulations, class of 1997. Thank you.
Here we go. Here we go.
Krista, too. Krista, you might do some filming. You might give her a diploma.
Would you please rise and join the senior choir in the singing of the national anthem?
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
You may be seated.
Thank you, senior choir. And welcome to you parents, faculty, students, band, and graduates to the first graduation in the history of Valencia High School. On the dais with me today are some people that I would like to recognize. First of all, I'll start on my right. Mr. Quister Swanson, who is the senior class advisor. Next to him is Dr. Mary Morris and Peggy Stabile, counselors at Valencia High School. Next to them is Dr. Rita Thomas and Dr. Bill White from the district office, and Mr. Bill Dinsenbacher from the school board. Starting on my left, Mr. Fred Fells and Suzanne Van Amberg and Adele Alonzo, who are counselors at Valencia High School. Dr. Mike Von Bulow from the district office, and Paula Olivares, who's a member of the school board. I'd also like to recognize three people who really made this event today possible. The assistant principals from Valencia High School, Miss Maria Moore. Mr. Bob Vincent, and Mr. Les Luxmore. A few weeks ago, we went through our first accreditation for Valencia High School, and we were accredited fully as an institution. And on that accreditation, they listed 14 commendations, 4 of which were directly related to you, the students of Valencia High School, this senior class. Those 4 were, they commended us for a wide variety of activities for students, for establishing a strong school identity, for developing a strong associated student body, and for developing a varied and balanced school curriculum. You students played a big role in that, and for that I thank you. But there are some people here, students, that you need to thank, some very important people. First, I would like the parents and grandparents of the graduates to stand. And students, I'd like to thank them by your applause. Parents and grandparents, please stand. Their service to you has made this day possible. Another group that has been very important to you as you come to this day are the faculty members, and I'd like the faculty members who are here to stand, please. Thank you. All of you have done a great job in making Valencia High School what it is. There are some people that I would like to present to you right now, the honor scholars of Valencia High School. They are sitting before you in gold gowns. I would like to read their names, and as I do, would you please stand? These are students who have for 3.5 years, 7 semesters, maintained a 4.0 or above grade point average. They are Katie Mayauchi, Joseph Boyle, Warren Tessler, Sarah Robinson, Emily Payne, Sumana Kaplowitz, Christopher Luchtefeld, Lauren Ahern, Marie Patain, Elizabeth Wood, Omid Hamsi, Nathan Klein, Kevin Meduno, and Carlene Wright. Thank you. That is a difficult thing to do. I would like to call 2 members of that august group to come forward to represent that group and present them with an award. The first goes to the salutatorian of your class. That is the person with the second highest GPA over 7 semesters with a 4.29 grade point average, Joseph Boyle. And Joseph, I'd like you to come forward. I'd also like to recognize the valedictorian, the student with the highest grade point average, with a 4.54 grade point average, Katie Mayauchi.
Thank you, Katie. Congratulations. You need to stay here. Joseph. Good job, second Joe.
We have a new tradition here at Valencia High School, the Torch of Learning, which you see here to my left. Katie carried that in, representing the class, and as valedictorian earned that honor. She will be presenting that torch along with Jason Chong, the 97 class president, and they will be presenting that torch to Brian Otis, the 1998 class president, and Dax Herrera and William Sohn, the first scholars of that class.
Greetings. This torch represents the 3 years of tradition and respect we have established in this valley as a high school. The torch stands alone, recognizing the efforts of Valencia students striving for academic excellence. Just as this torch is perpetual, so is learning for life.
Keep it up, please. Thanks.
The torch bears justice, knowledge, and truth, ideals Valencia High School has established. The flame burns bright with Viking spirit and pride. We, the outgoing class of 1997, would like to pass this everlasting symbol to you, the class of 1998.
We ask of you to remain firm in the senior spirit you will inherit. Continue in the tradition of your elder class, that you may grasp the pride we share as Vikings. Please accept this torch. May its flame never be extinguished.
The class of 1998 is proud to accept these responsibilities, and we will strive to maintain the traditions set forth by the class of 1997.
In your honor, seniors, this torch will adorn the halls of Valencia forever. We will not forget you.
It is our solemn promise to remain true Vikings and follow in the manner you've established.
We would like to thank the class of 1997 and may the spirit of the ruckus grace our campus for many generations to come. Thank you.
Graduates, today you have reached the end of a journey. The maiden voyage of Valencia High School is coming to an end. During your tour, you have helped to bring Valencia High School from its humble beginnings to what it is today, a great school. Some of us will continue that journey without you, the journey we started together. But tomorrow, you start a new journey. Life is like that, a series of journeys. As one journey ends, another begins. But each journey helps us to grow in knowledge and wisdom. Knowledge is gained by hard work. Wisdom is gained from knowledge and experience as we travel through life. Wisdom binds the journeys we travel together. They are truths by which we lead our lives. One piece of wisdom I would like to leave with you, encourage you to practice, is to serve others. Serving others will help give meaning to your life. Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. said this about service. Everybody can be great because everybody can serve. You don't have to have a college degree to serve. You don't have to make your subject and verb agree to serve. You only need a heart full of grace and a soul generated by love. A college degree is a great thing, but living a life and serving others is a great thing too. 3 years ago, I told you about John Pierpont. If we analyze his life, many would say he was not a success. In fact, everything he did ended in failure. He died a poor man in 1866. But he did something that brings you joy each year. He wrote a song as a Christmas present to family and friends. We know it as Jingle Bells. By bringing joy to a few, he brought joy to many. Today I want to tell you about another man who lived about the same time as John Pierpont. He lived a life of service. His name was William Wilberforce. Unlike John Pierpont, Wilberforce was by every definition a success. He was wealthy and had political power. He was a member of Parliament in England from 1780 until 1825, a period of 45 years. We remember him because he may be the most important person who helped bring an end to slavery. From 1787 until his death in 1833, Wilberforce spoke to Parliament about the horrors of the slave trade. In every session, he introduced legislation to end slavery. In 1807, he introduced and passed legislation to end the slave trade. but slaves were still allowed to be owned in the British Empire. He continued to fight for the end of slavery to his death in 1833, and 1 month after his death, slavery was abolished in the British Empire. A vote in Parliament, a tribute to his life. Wilberforce served in a big way. Most service to others occurs as part of our daily lives, at home, on the job, or in the community. My wife Nancy is an example of someone who serves her family at home. So are your parents. Elizabeth Wood is a student here who serves her family very well. Many have served our efforts at school, from Eddie Hyatt, Jason Chong, Kevin Ewing, Brittany Umlin, Anthony Bedgood, Nate Klein, and Robbie Akun are just some who have helped make Valencia High School a great place. Also to Jamie Padilla, who did a lot, and Jody Laws, who did a lot for peer counseling. And to Donovan Calhoun, who may have been one of the very best people to work with special education students. For each of you that participate in service to others, your lives are richer for it. You have made our lives richer, but you have also made your own life richer. William Wordsworth said the following about helping others. The best portion of a good man's life, his little nameless, unremembered acts of kindness. I urge you to continue that service wherever you find yourself in life. Your journey will be better for it. There's one student I'd like to recognize right now. She is not graduating from Valencia High School because she has spent most of her time going to school in Glasgow, Scotland. She is here as an exchange student. But she is part of the senior class, and she is a big part of Valencia High School. She studied at a private school, Craigholme School, in Scotland prior to coming to Valencia High School this year. She was our first DECA president. She was Student of the Month in May. Her parents have flown to be with her here with us this afternoon, and she intends to return to Scotland after touring the United States and Canada before she returns. She will begin studying at Glasgow University in the fall. Heather Allen, would you please come forward? We will now hear from Josephine Pham singing I Will Remember You, accompanied by Christina Giacona.
I will remember you. Will you remember me? Don't let your life pass you by. Weep not for the memories. Remember the good times that we had. Don't let them slip away from us when things go bad. Clearly I first saw you smiling in the sun. I could feel your warmth upon me. I wanna be the one. I will remember you. Will you remember me? Don't let your life pass you by. Weep not for the memories. I'm so tired, I can't sleep. in much too deep. It's funny how I feel so much but cannot say a word. We are screaming inside, but we cannot be heard. I will remember you. Will you remember me? Don't let your life pass you by. Weep not for the memories. So afraid to love you, more afraid to lose, clinging to a past that doesn't let me choose. But once there was a darkness, a deep and endless night. You gave me everything you had, oh, you gave me light. I will remember you. Will you remember me? Don't let your life pass you by. Weep not for the memories. I will remember you. Will you remember me? Don't let your life pass you by. Weep not for the memories. Weep not for the memories.
Thank you, Josephine. And now for a message from senior class student, Marie Patain.
Faculty, students, and family members, good evening. First, I would like to thank you all for coming here to see the first ever graduating class of Valencia High School in their last appearance as high school students. For many of us who started high school at either Canyon, Saugus, or Hart, there were certain misconceptions that needed to be discarded and forgotten. As freshmen, we had been conditioned into thinking that all other high schools were the enemy. Putting us together in the same environment was pretty interesting, to say the least. For a while, I think that everyone felt some allegiance to their previous high school. I know I did. But as time went on, memories of my freshman days were pushed aside and tucked into the back of my mind. I soon discovered that I stopped thinking as a Canyon student, and I realized that I no longer had to remind myself that I was a Valencia Viking. When I first came to Valencia, I came with high standards and even higher expectations. Romanced by the thought of setting new traditions and influencing the school's future convinced me not to stay at Canyon. Little did I know that the phrase "new high school" meant exactly that. Since there was no upper class, we missed out on many things the other high schools had. Because of this, I seriously considered going back to Canyon and jumping ship before our maiden voyage was even over. Obviously, my final choice was to stay. Despite the lack of shade, an older crowd, and winning teams, I did what many others did. I stuck with it. And now that I look back, I can honestly say that my sophomore year was one of the best times in my life. The other schools may have laughed and ridiculed us, but that only strengthened our resolve to succeed and improve ourselves. And look at us now. We have at least a dozen students who have been nationally recognized. Several of our athletics teams have qualified for CIF. And last but not least, we do have the best spirit in the Valley. And thanks to the infamous Mr. Ferry, we also have the trophy to prove it. These small victories not only spurred on further demonstrations of what we Vikings could do, it lifted our spirits and intensified the pride that we have in our school. The war between the juniors and seniors quickly ended once we realized that there were bigger and better targets on which to focus our energies. Exceeding expectations and fulfilling our own high standards brought the school together as a whole and brought the seniors together as a class. Not only are we all classmates, but we're also friends. With a class as small as ours, there is no room for anonymity. Together, we have laughed and fought and carried each other through the headaches and heartaches. And most of all, together, we have learned how to forgive and forget. And now that the end is near, take a deep breath and one long look. These are the people you've spent your days with for the past 3 years. Treasure this moment, for it will never come again. Together, we have overcome the labels and stereotypes. The initiation is over, and we're still here, ready and willing to face new challenges the world has in store for us. So, in the years to come, look back at Valencia High School and remember that you helped make what it is today. Through our own personal experiences and contributions, we have helped create something great and wonderful. Be proud of that creation and take pride in the fact that as the years go by, new students will walk on our campus, sit on our benches, learn in our classrooms, and yet still hold that same pride and confidence that we will always have in our hearts for Valencia High School. Thank you.
And now Shannon Miller to sing Get Here.
You can reach me by railway. You can reach me by trailway. You can reach me on an airplane. You can reach me with your mind. You can reach me by caravan. Cross a desert like an arid man. I don't care how you get here, just get here if you can. You can reach me by sailboat. Climb a tree and swing her up to rope. Take a sled and slide down slope into these arms of mine. You can jump on a speedboat, cross a border in a blaze of hope. I don't care how you get here, just get here if you can. There are hills and mountains between us, always something to get over. If I had a way, surely you would be closer. I need you closer. Now it's our high school graduation, a time for joy and celebration, a time for friends and for relation, and love for your fellow man. Maybe someday when you are older, you'll look over your shoulder and remember the good times. Just come back when you can. There are hills and mountains between us, always something to get over. If I had a way, surely you would be closer. I need you closer. You can windsurf into my life, take me up on the carpet ride. You can reach me on a big balloon, but you better get here soon. You can reach me by caravan, cross a desert like an arid man. I don't care how you get here, just get here if you can. Just get here if you can. Oh, I need you right here, right now, right here, right by my side. Yeah, 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 yeah. I don't care how you get here, just get here if you can.
Please welcome Heather Hayes, senior class speaker.
Here we are, at the final fork in the road. Here we must say goodbye and experience what our future holds for us. No more living in a fantasy world where you can wish on stars, where you can chase dreams, and no more living in a place where everything's free. So many emotions go through my head at one time. Happy, sad, nervous, scared, excited. This is it. We're taking the first step toward the rest of our lives by closing the first chapter to our lives. Now I realize that the dreams I've been chasing will keep on running from me unless I put an effort in to catch them. And my wishes never came true because I never helped them to. And the only thing free is a hello. I remember being a freshman, counting the days till I graduate. all I could think about was, all right, no more homework, no more term papers, and I can sleep in. But what I wouldn't give to turn back the hands of time and become that freshman again, so I can relive the best 4 years of my life. What I wouldn't give to have one last homework assignment, or one last term paper, or dare I say it, wake up earlier than I can possibly imagine to attend one more day of high school, because it's something I won't have anymore. Valencia helped me create memories that I will forever cherish. Homecoming, prom, football games, but most importantly, the people. For some time, I'll be wondering, hey, what happened to that guy that always made me laugh? Or what about that girl that always smiled? These seniors aren't just people I saw on a daily basis. To me, they're like a family named the class of 1997. 20 years from now, when it's time for our high school reunion, I won't call it a high school reunion, but a family reunion. The students and the staff at Valencia taught me things that are real important. I'm not talking about the basic reading, writing, arithmetic. They taught me to believe in myself, and anything can happen, and to follow my heart. But most importantly, they taught me that I have to find success. Success won't find me. But now, as I look down my designated path to experience what the future holds for me, I won't leave without looking back and remembering the memories, the laughters, the tears, the stress. And I won't be able to leave without stealing one last look and saying thank you, and most definitely, goodbye.
Please welcome again the senior choir singing a traditional Irish song, Blessing.
May all your skies be blue ones. May all your dreams be at your feet. May all your friends be true ones, and all your joys complete.
May all your days be filled with laughter and happiness be with you today and ever after. May all your dreams come true. Lucky stars above you, sunshine on your way.
Many friends to love you.
Joy in work and play, laughter more than care.
And now I have the honor of presenting the class of 1997 for the awarding of diplomas. Each student that will walk across the stage today will have their name announced and will receive their diploma from a member of the Board of Trustees. Out of respect for each graduate and their family, please keep your applause brief so that everyone can hear each name called. Graduates, after receiving your diploma, please return to your seat so that we can give full attention to this momentous occasion for everyone. Presenting the diplomas will be Board of Trustee members Paula Oliveras and Bill Dinsenbacher. Assisting them will be Dr. White and Mr. Von Bulow. Student readers, our ASB President, Eddie Hyatt, and Senior Class President, Jason Shawn. Mrs. Oliveras and Mr. Dinsenbacher, on behalf of the faculty, the outstanding faculty of Valencia High School, I certify that the members of the class of 1997 seated before you have completed the requirements of the state of California and the William S. Hart Union High School District for graduation from Valencia High School. I recommend them for the awarding of diplomas.
Kathleen Chun Miyauchi.
Joseph M. Boyle.
Warren James Tesler.
Sarah Louise Robinson.
Emily J. Payne.
Sumana Georgianne Kaplowitz.
Christopher Richard Luchtefeld.
Lauren Ann Ahern.
Marie de Jesus Patain.
Elizabeth Ellen Wood.
Ahmed Hamzi.
Nathan Everett Klein.
Kevin Matthew Maduno.
Carlene Michelle Wright.
Shannon Lee Miller.
Josephine Min Khan Pham.
Heather Michelle Hayes.
Alejandro Macias.
Michelle Christine Ossie Herman.
Teresa Sanchez Magana.
Saul Ackerman.
Matthew Daniel McGuire.
Santino Victor Agronsoni.
Andre Ray Malik Niasakians.
Keith Eric Aguilar.
Randy C. Marlatt.
Brian Bennett Albert.
Adam James Martin.
John Paul Allen.
Mary Beth McCormick.
Brian Matthew Anhalt.
Manuel S. Manuga.
Lloyd J. Armour.
Sylvia Denise Mercado.
Daniel Todd Asarch.
Kent Crandall Metcalf.
Heidi Jean Bagwell.
Jacob Russell Milhone.
Rebecca Faith Baldwin.
Edwin Warwick Miller V.
Fernando Vincent Barcenas Jr.
Jennifer Christy Minor.
Ben C. Beck.
Amber Stewart Molina.
Anthony Bedgood.
Angela Elena Molinar.
Brian Robert Bell.
Christina Lynn Montanez.
Jennifer Lynn Bonner.
Priscilla Morales.
John Borgia.
Nicholas Edward Masanti.
Julian Danielle Bouchard.
David D. Mumford.
Shauna Marie Brannon.
Muhammad Abbas Nabani.
Shanaj Singh Brar.
Jessica Ann Nyber.
Melissa Megan Brent.
Nicholas Joseph Norris.
Jennifer Marie Brockmeyer.
Chip A. Nowak.
Gregory Lynn Brooks.
Robert Nunes.
Glenn Michael Buck.
Christopher Michael Odell.
Riza Pagulayan Buluran.
Jose Luis Orozco.
Ryan Michael Bai.
Cesar Augusto Oseguera Jr.
Sandy Evelyn Caballero.
April Ann O'Sullivan.
Donovan Calhoun.
Stephen Michael Otero.
Ricardo Cardenas.
Christopher James Owens.
Dalia Castillo.
Jamie Marie Padilla.
Cindy Marie Chassie.
Michelle Teresa Paylets.
Melissa Lee Chamberlain.
Pedro Partida.
Chad Williams Childers.
Anthony David Paulson.
Cody John Clark.
Robert G. Perrine.
Gregory T. Clark.
Matthew Gordon Petrosky.
Brandy Heather Colvin.
Michael Fan.
Gina Marie Camella.
Tom A. Pipitone.
Rabia R. Kuhn.
Shane C. Price.
Nicholas Dwayne Corrigan.
Carla V. Quezada.
Siobhan Lee Cortez.
Abigail Castellano Kianzan.
Walter James Courtney III.
Erin Jane Quinn.
Jennifer Lynn Crystal.
Elda Quintana.
Jeanette Marie Cuda.
Gerardo Quintero.
Jeremy Ray Davis.
Rosie Serrano Ramirez.
Michelangelo DeFazio.
Brenda Karina Ramos.
Garrett Justin DeFrancis.
Donald Joey Ravens.
Edwin T. De Jesus.
Diana Natasha Razin.
Francesca Natalia Deliso.
Wesley William Reed.
Scott Michael Derdarian.
John Gregory Reddick.
Carmen Diaz.
Ryan David Rosella.
Lucas Wayne Dodson.
Matthew Thomas Ressler.
Alex Torres Dahlman.
Kevin John Ricky Jr.
Nancy Ann Dooley.
Brooke Ann Riggs.
Jeremiah Edward Downs.
Julia Havelock Riley Katz.
Lachelle Ann Mosier Downs.
Candice Jacqueline Rios.
Michelle Lynn Mosier Downs.
Autumn Reina Fernanda Rodriguez.
Christopher Robert Elberry.
Laura M. Rosales.
Dennis Ellis.
Antonio Tony Lopez Ruelas and his assistant.
Rebecca Engel.
Karina P. Ruiz.
Meredith Lynn Epstein.
Tracy Marie Rucavina.
Sarah Rose Fallon.
Kelly Ann Rummel.
Christina Evelyn Federico.
Catherine McGran Ryan.
Adam Michael Fine.
Orlando Santana.
Nicole Renee Fortman.
Sean Paul Sawyer.
David Steve Ganuza.
Nicholas Brian Schick.
Brian Alexander Garcia.
Julian Adam Schubert.
Cynthia Yolanda Garcia.
Christopher Michael Sahanek.
Ernesto Ernda Gaxiola.
Vimla Selvaraja.
Teresa Giroux.
Chad Michael Shamrock.
James Carl Gingras.
Dana Leanne Shandelson.
Crystal Dawn Glendenning.
Jamie Lynn Shaw.
Ruben Joseph Gomez.
Eric Elvis Schaefer.
Johnny Gonzalez.
Payam K. Shirazi.
Amir Gorgi.
Joanna Lee Shute.
Wesley Richmond Grieger.
Brian Robert Smith.
Christine A. Gubaton.
Gregory Scott Smith.
Ian A. Hart.
Jennifer Michelle Sorkin.
Robin June Hatchwell.
Catherine Marie Squires.
Lisa Dawn Hathaway.
James R. Starkis.
Jordan Jan Heck.
Richard Anthony Steinhardt.
Wesley J. Henderson.
Gregory Peter Stewart.
Kevin James Hennick Jr.
Natalie Young Swisher.
Naomi Hernandez.
Carly Michelle Teradash.
Ryan Samuel Herr.
Sarah B. Taylor.
Hans Allen Hoagland.
Stacy Lynn Taylor.
Ashton Wayne Holbrook.
Stephen Daniel Taylor.
Brian Humpio Hong.
David Bradley Tepper.
Jeremiah Wayne Houghton.
Rodney Joseph Thomas.
Charles Thomas Reckesage.
Garrett Daniel Thorne.
Brent Hubbard.
Miguel Tyndall.
Ryan William Hubbard.
Harry Wang Sui.
Danielle Marie James.
Kimberly Marie Tyner.
Joshua M. Jaramillo.
Heidi Suzanne Vertical and her assistant.
Natalie Marie Jewell.
Brittany Miles Umlin.
Jeremy Allen Johnson.
Jason Van Battenberg.
Michael Christopher Johnson.
David Venegas File.
Rashida Jeanette Johnson.
Ronald Scott Vertical.
Yvette Marie Juarez.
Crystal Holly Vessels.
Amber Michelle Keeney.
Jessica Marianne Vigil.
Matthew Gerard Kelly Jr.
Sarah Maria Villegas.
Christina E.A. Keys.
Summer R. Volkman.
Saladin Rashid Khan.
August Emmanuel Boniosos.
Catherine Louise Kincaid.
Adam Joseph Waddell.
Christopher Joseph King.
Judianne Marguerite Walker.
Corinne Nicole Kochman.
David Thomas Wall.
Sarah Elizabeth Koenig.
Elizabeth D. Walsh.
Robert Lowell Kopp.
Robert Bradley Waters.
Michael Soichiro Kumazawa.
Alicia Uyghur.
Miken Lamb.
Jeffrey Earl Wiedner.
Jody Ann Laws.
Bartholomew Stephen White Secord.
Ryan Matthew Peterson.
Conrad W. Wiederhold.
Kenneth Cole Taylor Broadus.
Mark John Paul Williams.
Marcus E. Williams.
Caleb S. Willis.
Tatiana Weiss.
Timothy Jesse Winger.
Marina Luisa Cornejo.
Christopher Joseph Winslow.
J.S. Dizon.
Kevin James Woods.
Reina Dolores Moreno.
Annie Yaravoy.
Jason Leet.
James Vincent Ibiernes.
Cynthia Brianne Lehman.
Kevin Kent Ewan.
Ammon Mark Leung.
Eric Mitchell Zacher.
Susan Christine Lisco.
Christina May Zimmerman.
J.R. Lloyd.
Robert Kenneth Zimmerman.
Jennifer Lee Lorenzen.
Eddie, keep going. I'm done.
Teresa Lucas. Angela N. Luthi. Craig Ryan McCrae. Jason Kamawela Chong.
Edward Wayne Hyatt.
Valencia High School, our mother's true. All along the way in our hearts you will stay. We're Vikings through and through. All hail Valencia High School. We hold our values dear, for justice, knowledge, and for truth. We honor your name, Valencia High. The purple and gold shine through. Valencia High School, alma mater, we sing our praise to you.
And now one last thing, graduates. You may move your tassels from the left side to the right. Is that right? No, from the right side to the left side. Congratulations, I present to you the 1997 graduating class of Valencia High School.
Hey, just straight to KFC after this. I know. Get some biscuits. 97!
Look my way, where the love rain keeps falling down, rain keeps falling down, down. Will they recognize me? Call my name or walk on by. Rain keeps falling down, down. above me. Look my way, you never love me. Rain keeps falling down, down, down. Will you recognize me? Call my name or walk on by. Rain keeps falling,
Graduated, we're done. Everybody back to school. We're out of here. It only took me 6 years.
Love Valencia. Start off like this.
Congratulations. Have fun, friends. We love you.
Inside and out and love strange, so real in the dark. Think of the tender things that we've been working on. Slow change may pull us apart. When the light gets in your heart, baby, don't you forget about me. Stand above me. Look my way, you never love me. Rain keeps falling down. It's over. How about this? How about this? Recognize me. Call my name or walk on by. Rain keeps falling down.
This is my Heidi. My very own. My Heidi.
Don't you forget about me.
Oh, it was a great graduation. We had a lot of fun. Students were fantastic. Everything was planned really well. Mrs. Moore did a great job. And everybody enjoyed themselves, and I was real proud.
97 rules. See you guys later.
Don't you